Let's talk about pull compensation. I'm going to make a perfect circle and give you a really good example of why you should use it or what it's all about. So hitting my command key, I'm going to hit command and make a perfect circle. If we go to our selector tool and we see the size at the 207, 207. If I were to right click, convert to a complex fill, if I were to embroider this, if you look at the stitch pattern, the direction of the stitches are going to go diagonally like this, but let's make it go straight horizontally so you can see what I'm talking about. If I were to embroider this circle right now, it would end up looking like an egg or an oval. It would be taller than it was wider because the stitches are going to pull these sides in, so it's going to make it look like this. So your circle is going to end up looking like that when it's embroidered. I know it doesn't look like that on the screen, but when you digitize this and you run it, it's going to look like that. So that's where the pull compensation comes in. So if I go to my pull comp and I hit absolute and I do the absolute range as 1.5, watch what happens to the circle when I click enter. Notice how it got a little bit wider. What that's going to do is it's compensating for the tendency of the material to scrunch together when you embroider it. So therefore it's compensating for that pull, and so when you use a pull compensation button, it automatically does it for you. If I were to digitize this manually, I would just make this bigger than the actual circle just by myself. So let's undo that for a second. Let's say I'm going to make a border on this. If I go to utility and create border, there it is. Had I ran this on the machine just the way it is, because of the push-pull, the edges would have come in like that, and I would have had a gap on both sides, and my circle would look like this. Because although this was digitized as a perfect circle, once I'm done with the embroidery process, it would just pull by itself, and it would probably even get taller. Now, when I go to put the border around it, it's supposed to be where the old circle used to be, but because of the pull, it kind of tucked it in. So in order for me to fix this, I would have to take this and actually make it a little bit wider than the edges of the border so that it would actually fit. So that's how you adjust for pull compensation. I hope this video helps.